So in this video, I'm going to show you everything, all the rubbish, everything I find is going to be in here, and it's going to be in two parts. I'm going to do today in the field, and the next one is going to be on the beach. First find of the day is that. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to assume it's some kind of backing to a doorknob, or a little cupboard drawer knob, or something like that. That I think is off a medicine bottle for one of the farm animals. I would not have shown that if it wasn't for the context of the video. Crap, more crap, rubbish. That is more crap, just a piece of an aluminium nail. Now that is pretty cool. Not quite sure where it says. Omens, not sure. Skull and crossbones. Looking at that, I'm going to say it was silver gilded at one point, possibly a cufflink. That is pretty cool. I like that a lot. More rubbish, just a aluminium bolt there. Just a knackered old button there. There is something on that, but I can't figure out what it is. It's a lovely little hammered. Look at that. It's quite worn, but I want to say it's a Queen Elizabeth I 2p. Just because of the two dots on the back there. I think that means 2p. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But yeah, nice little hammered there. First one of the year, and hopefully not the last. Just an old button there. You can still see some of the silver gilding on the back there. Or is it gold? It looks silver to me anyway. Tin foil and more crap. I thought that was a musket ball at first. I'd hit something, but it's got a little loop on it there, which makes me think it's a weight. So it could be a weight off like a rabbit trap or something like that. That would be my best guess. A little bit more rubbish there. Don't know what that is. A nice loud signal. I thought it was too good to be true, and it was. Crap. Bit of iron rubbish there. Probably off some kind of strap or something. Just more crap, really. More rubbish again. No idea what that is actually. Just some rubbish. Just a little button there. I've still got the shank on the back, but completely toasted, unfortunately. Just an old halfpenny there, completely toasted. Can't see any details on it at all, but it is quite thick, which makes me want to say George III, but we'll never know. Just an old screw there, just a bit more rubbish, Just the bottom of a pie, I think that is. That, I think, is one of those things that was a sewing kit that helps you thread the needle. It's a bit random, never had one of them before. No, thank you. Just a chunk of lead there. Nothing special about that. Just an old screw there. Just a bit of rubbish again. More crap. That was quite deep actually. It was right in the bottom of there. Yeah, for the hedge that is. Just a tiny little piece of lead there. That'll go in my scrap bucket. Just an aluminium blob and more rubbish. Just a tiny little piece of lead. It's a spindle whorl. I'm actually in the same field as I was in my last video where I had 4 spindle whorls. So I must have missed one. I totally get why people might feel a bit misled by metal detecting videos, because we generally don't show all the rubbish because the videos would be, well, really long and boring. So we just show all the good stuff. So, you know, to newcomers it can be a bit disheartening when they go out and don't find anything good. But generally, I don't find anything good. It can take me 2 or 3, sometimes even 4 outings to be able to make one video. When I do that, I do stay on the video, so it's in 2 or 3 or whatever parts. So, but this is all one day on the same farm. This is. I want to say that is part of a musket ball, just chipped off there. Look, that's what I think that is. It's a ring pull. I moved on to the Knox now because the coil for my Deus ran out of battery somehow. It was fully charged, but yeah, I thought that was a button at first, but no, I don't think so. I think it's probably an old coin, an old halfpenny or even a farthing. Don't really know. We got a tiny ball of mud, and you can just see the rim of something very thin in there. I don't know what it is. I know what I hope it is. What are the chances of it being that? Oh my god, it is as well. It's a double hammered kind of day. Look at that. Looks like another Queen Elizabeth, doesn't it? Let's get the mud off this side very carefully. Yeah, it's a Queen Elizabeth. You can see her there. Let me just give it a little bit more of a clean up. There it is. Can't quite make it out properly, but it's 1560 something. There she is, good old Queen Elizabeth I. Ah, very happy. A nice Queen Victoria 1p there. That is 1895. That's quite nice condition. That'll clean up quite nicely, that will, and that'll go in my pile in the display cabinet. And we're back to the rubbish. And more rubbish. Just a little chunk of lead. And some more crap. This field is very quiet, actually. That's got to be the handle of something, isn't it? I think it's too thick to be like a fork handle or a spoon or whatever. Could be off a knife. I think it's more than likely like a window handle turny thing for closing the window latch or whatever. That's what I think that is. I could be wrong, probably am wrong, but that's my best guess. Just a big chunk of iron there. That was a really nice signal as well. That's going to go in the hedge. There's no need for that. Just a knackered old button there, completely toasted. Shank is gone. Yeah, just a big iron bolt there. Another one for the hedge. I think that's just a chunk of pewter destined for the hedge. And more rubbish. Just a little piece of lead there. There is a lot of lead in this field. Little bits of lead. Yeah, just rubbish. That's a nice little thing. A little key. It's quite thin. I would say that's more modern than old. What's it for? I don't know. Probably off some kind of padlock. First moo tube of the day. You got to dig these kinds of signals though, because I mean that came up the same as one of the hammers earlier, so you got to dig it. And another moo tube.